Banky special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man. My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.
Yeah, man, Swan tell it, man, go ahead and finish taking a dump, because as soon as you finish, I'm coming up in there and get that wine. I smell it, I know it's in there, I'm coming up in there and get it. So he literally stands at the door, watching the man wipe his butt, get up off the toilet, and bust the door, call the people, go in there, jump, and get all the wine. Now, this dude in particular, man, it was a white boy, man, they call him Crash, you know, Crash, short for Crash Dummy, because he always make liquor, he always make wine. That's his only hustle. He a dope fiend. He like to get high. He know how to make that liquor. I'm not just talking about wine. He know how to make corn liquor. He'll take the wine and turn it into, he make a still in his cell. And he can turn that wine into pure corn liquor, 100 proof. You know, you could light a match to it and burn blue flame. Now, he known for getting locked up for the wine. He known for getting locked up for making the liquor. But, you know, like I say, that's a petty charge in prison. You know, you go into jail, you might not be back there about a week, you know, but you go into jail, you're going to get inconvenienced at the most. You know, sometimes they might leave you back there about 2 weeks, you know, depending on if they got bed space or whatever. Excuse me, but he was known to go to jail for that. He known that's what he going to do. So they always on the lookout for him. Don't stop. Wherever he go, wherever he get, he gonna set up shop, and that's what he gonna do, because that's his only way to get high. Little bitty white boy, man, he probably weigh about 125 pounds, you know, skinny as I don't know what, looking, you know, straggly and raggly, but he gonna make that liquor, and he gonna sell that liquor. Normally he'll get somebody in the cell with him, that's gonna be the muscle. They gonna be, you know, getting cut of his money, but they gonna make sure nobody take the liquor from him, nobody rob him. He'll talk that talk like he gonna do something, but that's only when he drunk, and usually every now and then somebody will bop, smack him down to the ground, kick him, beat him all up and everything. It won't nothing to see him walking around with black eyes, busted lip. But, you know what I'm saying, he wouldn't run. He ain't running, he ain't checking in. He got to stay out there because that's the only way he gonna be able to get high. So you know, he ended up getting a dude moved in the cell with him named Terry. Terry was a mixed dude, man, half black, half white, with larceny as long as I-95. He was so glad to get in there with Crash, he just wanted to take over the business. He wanted to be able to, one, to control all the money coming in and out, control all of Crash affairs so he could get paid. That was his way of getting paid. But he really wasn't built like that neither. He was to work out all the time. He was jack cut up. You know, he worked out every day. But his heart wasn't big as he act like it was. And he was a little, you know, shiesty dude, man. He'll whisper in this ear, whisper in that ear. This dude talking about you, that dude. He was doing all of that foolishness, man. He was in the way for real. But like I say, when it came to business. But if you had dealt with him outside of the business, he really wasn't a bad dude. But when it came down to doing business, he was shiesty as I don't know what, man. But anyway, Crash, man, he was a character within himself, man. He stayed making that liquor, man. And see, now you can make that liquor in there, and this is the difference between wine. If you buy this and this is a bottle of wine that they make in there, this would be $5, $6. If this was that clear stuff the Crash make, this $50, $60 bottle. You see what I'm saying? So dudes paying $50, $60 for this in prison. That's a lot of money. Crash might put his batch down and he might have 30 of them bottles. You know, so you do the math. 30, you know, times 60. You see what I'm saying? He getting paid. But all of it's going to the dope man. And now his dream is to find a dope man that like to drink liquor. Cause then he can just make the liquor for the dope man, and the dope man can hit him off every time he get the dope. That's how it goes down in the penitentiary, man. All the little, you know, like I say, the world keep on turning in there, man. They gonna find a way to get it done. They gonna find a way to do everything they need done. That's just how it's gonna go. Around this time, man, I remember, man, like I say, on this side of me, who was on this side of me at this time? Oh yeah, then my selling move. West get moved, man. West get moved out. He go to the other building, the honor pod thing, or not the honor pod thing, the receiving building. He go to the receiving building to work in there. You can get a job working in the receiving building. This is just the building that they had in the middle. They done turned this all into receiving. Now, you know what I'm saying, you got 3 buildings on Nottoway. Now the middle building has been turned into a receiving building. Dudes coming in there for receiving, they go in there, they get processed in, this, that, and the third, and then within 30 days, they're going to get sent off to the penitentiary that they going to. These is dudes coming straight from the jail. They just got sentenced. They come to Nottoway. They go to the receiving building. They get shipped off to wherever they're going. So you can get a job working over there as a cadre, you know, if you lucky, you know what I'm saying. They pay top pay in there. And when I say top pay, I mean 45 cents an hour. You know what I'm saying? 45 cents an hour in there. So that's the top pay you gonna get in there. And he got a job going over there. So he ended up moving over there, man. And along came my new selling, man. My new selling. My homeboy, man, Jerry, man. AKA, I know he gonna get mad at me when he see this, I say this, but it's true. AKA Junkie Jerry. Junkie Jerry, I swear for God on everything I love, man. I love my brother. That's my brother to this day. I'm fighting for his liberation right now. He's still locked up, man. Been locked up, man, since he was 20 years old. This is his 40th year, man. 40th year. Getting ready to go up for parole again. They keep turning my brother down. You know, I'm fighting to try to help him get out. Been locked up 40 years, man. 60 years old, man. Locked up since he was 20. You know what I'm saying? Jerry don't bother nobody, don't do nothing, man. All Jerry want to do is drink, man, and, you know, every now and then, you know, probably partake of him a little weed if he can get it. That's his only problem. That's the only thing he gonna get in trouble for in the penitentiary. Ain't nobody bothering him. He ain't bothering nobody. He a low-key dude, real deep voice. Man, probably one of the singingest dudes in prison, man. The dude shocked me. He can sing, man. When I'm talking about sing, I'm talking about sing. You know, we done had Black History Month assemblies in there. We done had talent shows in there. And Jerry get in the joint, man, and turn it out, man. I remember we had a Black History Month celebration when people came in off the street. Man, Jerry got up there and sung, man, a change gonna come, man. I'm telling you, man, want a dry eye in the house, man. I'm talking about dudes was crying, the administration was crying, the lady that came in, the professor from University of, from Virginia State, Dr. Z, shout out to her, DC Bird Farms, you know, homegirl. She came, she was crying, man. Jerry, he's a powerful singer, man. Powerful singer, man. Big old, you know, old lurch barking dude, man. You know, he used to be all buff back in the day, man. But this is my brother, man. I love him. But I'm going to tell you something, man. This is real talk, true talk. Man, Jerry don't care nothing. And when I tell you nothing, I mean nothing about detail, cleaning, or nothing. The most junkiest celly I had by far. Had he not been my homeboy, had I not really liked him, his overall character, personality, man, he won't know where in the world I could live with Jerry. Jerry was junky as I don't know what, man. Jerry came in the cell with a big bag full of his property, paperwork, everything all in the bag, food in the bag, clothes in the bag, all this stuff mixed up in 2 big bags. He took one bag and put it on his bed, took the other bag and opened his locker. You get a locker in there, and stuffed the bag in the locker, just spreaded the bag out and stuffed it in the locker. He ain't even unpack it, he ain't even do nothing, pull the sheets out the blanket, just laid him across the bed, ain't make the bed up, took the other big bag and pushed it to the end of the bed, and that's how he got on the bed and slept, and that's how he rolled. When he needs something, he go looking through all of this stuff. I said, man, it's unbelievable, man, how junky you is and how you gonna find anything? Man, he talks slow and deep. It's method to the madness. You just don't understand it. You ain't gonna. I said, man, ain't no method to no madness, man. You just junkie, man. I know where everything at. You don't know where nothing at, man. But that's how he was, man. But other than that, he's a good dude. Very, very intelligent. He do legal work. He done did other people's cases for him, filed appeals for him, got people back in court, working on his own case. He very, very intelligent, you know. But when it comes to cleanliness, out the window. I told him, I said, man, you go home, you know where in the world nobody gonna let you live with them, bro. I can tell you that right now. Nobody ever, I won't be like that on the street. I said, man, this is where you live. Ain't nowhere in the world. This your habit. You ain't gonna be able to stop this, man. I doubt that. But that's how he talk. But he, man, go to commissary, man, get a whole bag of commissary, throw it up on the bed. Throw it up on the bed, have it at the end of the bed. He done climbed up in there and he laid up there, the food at the end of his feet. Get up, reach up and bust a bag of tater chips open, eat that joint, watch TV, ball it up, put it back in the bed. All that's up on his bed. All that's up on his bed, man. And he got a TV and don't watch nothing. Nothing but news. He watching CNBC, he watching CNN, he watching Wolf Blister, The Situation Room, and that's it. He ain't watching no TV shows, no award shows, no talk shows, no none of that. He ain't with that. He just strictly about the news, law, and that's it, man. But only thing I say, he make that wine too, man. He probably the best wine maker on the compound. Probably because he been locked up so long. Probably because he like it himself. You know, I can remember when he came in the cell with me, I hadn't even drunk no wine, man, probably in, man, you got to say, Nottoway 14, man, probably about 7, 8 years, you know. And I used to drink the wine, you know, it was one of my pastimes to take me away from all the things in my head, man, because I don't smoke weed, I don't do drugs. So, you know, the wine, which we call liquor in there, that was the only thing that I really had, you know what I'm saying, to give me a little, what they call high or buzz or whatever. So, but I hadn't even drank it. It won't never a habit for me, but it was something that I did do a lot in my bit. But at that time, I hadn't even been drinking, man, for probably about 7, 8 years. And he kept on saying, man, you got to try, because he started making it in the cell. That was his hustle. He made the wine, he got rid of the wine when he wanted to get rid of the wine, and then he kept him something to drink himself. The wine that he sold, he might trade to get him a little something to smoke. He lay back and chill and, you know, watch CNN, you know what I'm saying? So he used to always tell me when he was in there with me, man, he been in there with me for a couple of months, man. He like, man, you need to try this when it get ready, you know, take about 4, 5, sometimes 6 days for the wine to be ready. So he might say, yeah, you might want to try this one right here. This one right here, the one. You know, I said, man, I'm good. And I kept on, no, I don't want none, I don't want. Then everybody was, you know, on the compound in the blocks, man, yo, Sally got the best wine, man. That joint right there, 1 cup action, meaning 1 bottle. 1 bottle action, you drink 1 bottle, you know, you in there like swimwear. So I'm like, man, I'm good. And I can't remember which one it was. It was a Super Bowl. And he made some. And he had it down for a minute. He was holding it for the Super Bowl. And man, I'm out there. We all get out. A lot of people on the Super Bowl day. You get out there. You know, you everybody make their little meals and get all the things they want to get done. You know, the smokers and waited and they don't know when weed gonna be on the compound. So if they got weed, they done put it up and hid it. Wait for the Super Bowl so they can be high, watch the Super Bowl, eat some food, enjoy themselves as much as you can in the penitentiary. Dudes have made their wine. They done went through extra extremes to hide it because the people might come down and walk through all the cells and shake down on events like that, all in an attempt to spoil your happiness. I dare you to be happy in prison. I dare you to enjoy yourself. I dare you to try to have a good time. That's their mentality in prison. So, you know, New Year's Eve, they coming and going in every cell. Make sure you ain't got nothing, no wine, no nothing to get high and enjoy yourself with, so they can go ahead and get off work and go get high and get drunk and enjoy themselves. But they gonna make sure you don't in the penitentiary, brother. Believe that. But dudes will go through extremes, and some dudes will get away. Some dudes, you know, they be thinking in there. They come up with their ways to do what they got to do. So I can remember, man, he had got away with the Super Bowl wine, man, and I made some food for me and him and everything. And dudes I messed with up in there, man, a couple of dudes, peanut them, man, and we get to drinking, and they get to drinking and eat, and they watching the Super Bowl, and they getting all nice with the wine, man. And Jerry say you 2 cups, man. You know what you gonna do? it's Super Bowl, man. You want to try this on? I'm like, I'm alright, Jerry. I'm alright, man. Halftime come, the game was real good. I can't remember who was playing, man, but the game was good. I'm trying to remember who was playing because it was a comeback. They started coming back. And, man, we was in halftime, man. So we run up to the cell. I run up to the cell, use the bathroom. Jerry come up there, man, get him another joint. He said, all right, now, this is lit now. You want these or not? I looked at the joint. I said, man, let me try one of these things, see what you talking about, man. So I tried that joint, man, and boy, I'm gonna tell you, man, I ain't gonna sit up here and lie to you, boy. That joint was good as I don't know what, you know. And I hadn't drunk none so long, so it ain't take me nothing like a half a cup, man. I was feeling good. You know, I was like, oh, man. So, yeah, I ended up drinking that, man, and had a good time, man, as far as, you know, possible in the penitentiary for that Super Bowl. And, man, and that was it, man. And Jerry kept on doing his thing. He kept on making it. Every time he made it, he put me a couple of cups aside, man. So I was right back in it. You know, so probably once a week, man, you know, he had that stuff ready. And I had me 2 cups every time, man. So that was a little relief, man, a little something, man, that we were sitting there, have us a little drink, you know, get to talking about, you know, reminiscing, talking about when we was on the streets, talking about what we'll do when we get on the streets, talking about how bad we want to get on the streets and, you know, what dudes doing in the penitentiary because we ain't got nothing else to do. You know, wishful thinking or whatever you want to call it. So, man, it was getting along real good, man. He was in there with me, man. Like I say, all besides his junkiness, but that's his stuff. I dealt with it. Real smart. We used to sit in there sometime on lockdown, man. He'll play Scrabble against each other. Real smart in Scrabble, too. I got a good Scrabble game. He fooled me. He had a real good Scrabble game, too. So we play in there for bragging rights. Chess. We play chess, sitting there. All intellectual games. That's all he gonna indulge in. He ain't doing nothing foolish. He not gonna sit in there play no spades and or none of that old dominoes. He ain't doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? That's just how he was. But he was a good seller. You know what I'm saying? Besides the other stuff, that was it. So I'm rocking with him, man. Then here come my boy, man, came in there, man. My old boy, Wally. Wally, when he came in there, man, dude that told me he was moving in there, man, he told me, he said, man, somebody that told me, dude used to be in there, said, man, dude moving in there named Wally. I knew him. He used to be locked up a long time ago with me. Got out, been out for about 15 years. He back now. And he a good dude. You and him might be all right, man. Gets y'all into the same thing, man. He used to box. You know, he's an intellectual. You know what I'm saying? He work out all the time. Same things that I was doing. So he was like, boom, boom, boom. So when he moved in there, man, I remember when he moved in there in the corner cell, next to the corner cell. And, man, it was crazy, man. And, you know, when people first move in the block, you know, like I say, during this time, I'm running with Peanut. Peanut, one of my main mans in there. Jerry don't come out to sell that much, man. Even when he ain't working, he worked in the kitchen. He was a kitchen worker. He was a cook. He go in there, cook, work in the kitchen, be in there all day, come back, you know, take a shower, get up in the bed, eat tater chips, watch CNN. You know, that's what he did. So when I'm out in the party or I'm out, I used to be with Peanut. If I'm outside, I used to be with Pito. So I remember, man, we was sitting in the block, man, and this dude, Wally here came in, and the next day we sitting out there, we just talking, kicking it in the block, sitting at the table, and some dudes work out in the block. Wally just get in there. He come out the next day, he goes over in the corner, and he started working out, right? And you see him shadow boxing and whatnot. So I'm peeping him, I'm like seeing, yeah, okay, well, I know he knows something. I can tell by the way he movement or whatever, right? Little bitty dude, man, probably about, you know, 5'7", 5'8", probably about 160 pounds, but he cut up like a fifth of dope, you know, and he sits shadow boxing for a while, and then my man started doing burpees, you know what I'm saying? And when I'm telling you he started doing burpees, he was doing not just the regular burpees, boom, 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 boom. He was going down and doing, you know, Superman Jones, and going down doing Mike Tyson Jones and doing Navy SEAL Jones, and burpees is one of the best exercises you could do, and they very strenuous and they just good for the whole body. You know, is something that Peanut is in tremendous shape. I'm telling you, Peanut look like an NFL athlete. You know, so me, Peanut, and this other dude that was in there at the time, what his name was, big old country Bama man. He had moved in there not long ago too. So sometimes we get over there and work out in the corner, and Peanut, like I say, he in tip-top shape. So we thought we was doing something, man, because we get over there, man, we work out, we feeling like we in tip-top shape, man. We might, knock off, 200-300 burpees straight. I'm talking about straight. We non-stop. Boom, 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 boom. All the way to 100. 101, 102, all the way to 300. And then we, boom, before we even take a break, then we take about a 30-second break, do something else, go do some pull-ups, push-ups, whatever. Good little workout for the block. All this burning off energy, all this is healthy, all of this is, also killing time. Because we ain't got nothing else to do. We in the penitentiary. So, this cat come in there, man, and this cat get over there and get to doing these burpees. And we sitting over here talking, and like I say, I'm always in tune with everything going on around me. So I'm looking over here at him through my parental, I can see him. And man, he started doing them burpees, man, and next thing you know, we deep in conversation, but he's still over there doing these burpees and he ain't stopped. And I know by now, he been doing these burpees for probably about 25 minutes. 25 minutes is a long time, non-stop. Bang, 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 bang. So boom. I remember I said to myself, to Peanut, I said, man, this cat over here still doing these burpees. And Peanut started laughing. Peanut said, yeah, I know, I seen him. I don't think he stopped neither, baby. I said, yeah. So now I'm really paying more attention to him. Man, this dude kept going. And then I started counting with him, in my mind. And, by his cadence and by his movement, I ain't got to watch him to be counting. If I look back over, he's still doing the same jump. I had a number in my head. Man, this cat did burpees. I'm lying to you not. I'm telling you, my dude. This dude did burpees, man, for almost probably an hour and 45 minutes straight. An hour and 45 minutes straight. I'm like, man, Peanut even saying, Peanut, like I told you, he a specimen, man. Peanut said, man, this dude right here is an animal. I said, man, this cat is gone. Big old puddle of sweat in front of him. His whole body drenched with sweat. He got on shorts and a shirt. Everything wet. And he ain't even stopped. I said, good Lord. You know what I'm saying? So, boom, that was first thing I learned about him. The man is a machine when it comes to working out. Later on, like I say, we get to kicking it. We get to talking, man. Me and him get cool, and I ended up calling him the extremist, man. Wally is an extremist. I don't think he'd be upset. I'm still good friends with him today. He called me often. You know what I'm saying? He is an extremist. Whatever he do, he's going to do it to the extreme. Be it workout, be it whatever. He has no shame in his game. The dude is very, very, he's one of the most intelligent dudes I met. Very well-spoken, very articulate. The best, by far the best I have ever met in spoken word. He is a spoken word genius, man. He used to do spoken word on the street. He did rap on the street. But, he has a problem with the drugs. He used to box. He has a problem with the drugs. Just like he go 100% in all of that, he go 100% when he using the drugs as well. And that's his Achilles heel. That's what keep getting him locked up. He can't beat the demons that he got with the drugs. And he'll tell you that. He's honest about that. He'll talk to you about it. But when he ain't on the drugs, he puts 100% in his workout, and he work out harder than anybody I ever seen. This man can literally do. And if you know what a burpee is, you will understand what I'm saying. This man can literally do, and I'm telling you, I've seen him do it. The man can do 1,600 burpees non-stop. 1,600. It's just amazing. I never seen that before. Never. He had dudes who was hearing about it, man. Said, man, they got this dude down there said he could do 1,600 burpees. They was trying to bet. He was going out on the yard. They got a dude over here. He can do 900. I bet you can't do him. We gonna match him up. And they bet while he smoke. 1,600 straight, double almost what dude do. And I ain't never seen that. Peanut ain't never seen that. He just was a machine. You know what I'm saying? It was a machine. He can run the yard all day if he jog, whatever he do. But he's very intelligent too. When they started having them talent shows and they started having all that stuff, like I say, the Black History, he was smoking them with the knowledge he have and the way he do poetry. Now, I'm gonna give y'all a jewel. You can look this dude up. He's still incarcerated right now. He's got a couple more years ago. My brother, though, I talk to him all the time. But even before he got locked up, he was doing that type of stuff out here on the street. He was, but the drugs got him. But when he was out here, he was doing his poetry. He was going everywhere, even did Johnson colleges and stuff. You can look this dude up online. Google Wally. W-A-L-I. Google Wally at Howard University and pull it up, and you will see one of his spoken words that he did at Howard University right before he got locked up. It would be a young brother, small statured brother, and I think he got a kufi hat on. He got a kufi on, and he's doing spoken words to the Howard University students. Amazing. When you go watch that, you'll get an idea of the type of dude I'm talking about. Very articulate, very sharp, very smart, man. He even goes by the name, you may even can look him up, put in Wally, W-A-L-I, the Black Pope, or either Wally, Howard University. And he'll pop right up, man. That's the same dude I'm talking about, man. Me and him became real good friends, man. He a real good dude, man. You know, we worked out together. We sit there and politic together, man. We build together. You know, we shared each other's philosophy, talked about different, aspects of things, the way he saw things, the way I saw things. And that's what we do today when he called, man. And we both big fans of boxing, so we always talk boxing. You know what I'm saying? I keep him up with all the fights when he called, let him know who fighting, what's going on and stuff like that, man. But yeah, another top soldier, man. Also at that time, y'all remember Goldie. Goldie was in there. Goldie was in there, man. My man Goldie, man. When me and Goldie first met, like I said, we bumped heads as well. I had this big thing going on there, man. I got a little young homie out here now. Shout out to Young School, man. Y'all go check him out too, man. He be rapping. He's online, Universal School, S-C-O-O-B. Universal School, man. He used to joke me all the time because, on there, man, they had these ice buckets, man. Like you made an ice cooler. They will put 3 ice coolers, about yay high, about yay wide, in the block for 80-something people, man. And when it get hot out there in the summertime, it's blazing, man, And they will put them in there twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day. But, they put ice in there, but you had other blocks who actually had ice machines where they could get ice all day long. But it was only a limited amount of blocks. They had those. The rest of them, they had to use coolers. So that's what they would do. So the ice was tight, man. And by me not eating in the kitchen, I used to have food brought to me from the kitchen. When somebody might, be selling food from the staff side or stuff like that, they may get, some real beef or some real barbecue pork or something, like anything that was real, because we won't eat real food. I would purchase it from them, but I couldn't eat all of it at one time. So I would, wrap it up and, Ziploc bags or whatnot, and wrap it up in some more bags, and I would set it on ice to preserve it. So I used to get a lot of ice, right? So dudes had a problem with that. They had a problem with me getting the ice, man. He was talking behind my back, calling me the ice monster. Or, they whisper, man, Bank, get all the ice. Because I used to go down there, we had these old cereal bags, man, big old cereal bags that we used to order off the commissary. I didn't even really eat cereal that much because I used to love cereal when I was younger, but as I got older, it upsets my stomach, the milk. So I started, not eating it. But I used to order them on the holiday pack just to have the bags, because the bags we couldn't have in there. But once you order it, you can have a bag, a Ziploc bag. It was waterproof or whatever. I put food in there, put it on ice, preserve the food. So when I, wanted to eat it, hold it for a day or two or whatever, and I could still eat it and still be good. And so I used to have a whole lot of ice to do that. Man, them dudes just be whispering behind my back, man, getting all the ice, but they wouldn't say it to me, you know what I'm saying, because it was going to be some consequences. But at the same time, I wasn't doing it to be greedy. I wasn't doing it to be mean. I was doing it to suit my needs. I came to penitentiary by myself. Ain't nobody going to give me nothing. Ain't nobody going to take care of me. I got to take care of myself. So it was suiting my needs. Now, dudes was doing the same thing that I was doing, but it seemed like I was the only one that they was always singling out because I was consistent with mine. And then dudes would go to the ice, man, all the ice gone. Who got all the ice? Woo, woo, woo. They mad, they beefing, they ready to fight or whatever. But when the ice come in 3 times a day. If you want ice, be in the line, be first there to get it. I was on point. I knew what I had to do, so I made arrangements to do what I had to do. I knew dudes would get all the ice. There's been times I went in there, all the ice was gone, and I couldn't do nothing about it because it was gone. You know what I'm saying? I just had to wear that. So I made it a point to be down there when the ice came in, so I make sure I get mine. But, like I say, dudes gonna always cry, they gonna always point the finger, whatever. So I remember when Goldie had first came in, I think I told the story when I talked about Goldie. Goldie had got in there, big old dude, and he had a lot of people who knew him, been locked up a long time. So him and his little crew had started trying to, delegate the ice or control the ice. This how we gonna do the ice, man. Everybody gonna get a cup. Well, man, I was like, man, y'all tripping. Ain't nobody gonna tell me what to get that belong to the state. I've been in the state long enough where ain't nobody gonna tell me what to do in here unless you got a badge on. So I wasn't trying to hurt. So I went to get the ice the first day they started doing it, and it was a little controversy. They tell me something, man, you just get a cup. I'm like, man, get out my way. You know what I'm saying? So me and him Goldie ended up bumping heads about that, but it got resolved. It didn't get ugly. It could have got real ugly, super ugly, but it didn't. And like I said, Goldie was a good dude, man. We ended up being good friends as well. But that was how that came about. But to this day, man, every time I talk to my little homie Scooby, I always say, yeah, Mike, man, you had them dudes in there, man, going crazy about that ice, man. You was roughing off all the ice, man. You know what I'm saying? Which I wasn't, because I was doing it for some of them dudes came in there, some of them dudes left. Then you even had this young dude came in there, man, named Big Show, man. He was probably about 6'6", probably about 380, but he was a young boy, and he was a gang member, you know what I'm saying? He was I think he was a GD. So, and he was a little shot caller in the games, probably because he's sad, because he was young, about 24 years old. He gonna get to the point one day where he just started feel like he gonna take a whole cooler and put it in his cell and save all that cooler for his homies. You know what I'm saying? Now see, now you getting out of pocket because you trying to take a whole cooler in your cell. That's different. I'm not doing that. I could have been done that. If I don't get down there in enough time to get the ice in, it's gone, it's gone. But when I do get down there, I get what I need and I leave the rest and I'm going about my business. You trying to take a whole cooler in yourself. He started trying to do it. Another dude started trying to do another big old dude named Preem. So now you got 3 coolers and 2 dudes trying to take coolers in their cell, which leave 1 cooler for the whole block. Penitentiary politics, man. These are little small things you got to go through in there that can turn into something big and can get somebody hurt. You see what I'm saying? Now when you done start taking coolers in your cell, now you done made it personal. So now if I come down there and 1 cooler's down there and that 1 cooler gone, or if that 1 cooler down there and I get down there and I get ice, it look like I'm taking all the ice, but these dudes got coolers in their cell. So I made it my point to say, look, I ain't gonna say nothing to you right now because it ain't my problem. But if it become my problem, I'm definitely gonna say something. So I said it already made up in my mind. When I go down there, if all the ice going out of that 1 cooler and y'all dudes got them coolers in your cell, I'm coming knocking on your door. And I want some of that ice, and I ain't taking no for no answer. And however I got to get it, that's how I'm going to get it. You know what I'm saying? So it came down to that, man. Probably within less than a week, man. The ice was gone. I come down there, I go to the dude's cell. I knock on the door, man. I said, man, you got a cooler in here? He said, yeah. I said, yeah, let me get some of that ice. This the young boy, the gang member dude. Big Show. So he said, well, man, I was trying to hold this in here for my homies, man. They come out and said, man, look, I ain't even trying to get into all that, bro. Let me get some of that ice, man. He said, man, you can get a cup. I said, no, I'm going to get what I want. That's state ice, bro. Now, I'm not trying to sit here and regulate what you do, but that right there don't belong to you. That belong to you, me, and everybody in here. I'm going to get some of that ice. I ain't trying to have no problems with you, young blood, but I'm going to get some of that ice. You know what I'm saying? You can set it out here or I'm going to come in there and get it. You know what I'm saying? He was like, look, man, I said, brother, I don't want to talk. I just want some ice. You know what I'm saying? He said, man, and he hesitant, but he slid the cooler on over there. He said, go ahead and get some, man. But I'm telling you, man, I'm keeping it cool in my cell when it comes. Everybody be taking all the ice, woo, woo, woo. I wasn't even trying to hear that. I got my ice, closed my bags, walked on the way. He came up there later on, want to talk to me. He said, man, let me holler. So he come in, he trying to politic with me. Brother, I've been in the penitentiary long and you've been alive. You try to come up here and tell me what you doing and why you doing it and justifying it and you gonna be ready if it's somebody. I said, I'm not gonna be the only one that you gonna have some problem. I'm gonna be ready. I ain't tripping up. Man, you gonna get hurt. That's what you gonna get. Or you gonna get your gang members because they gonna back your hand. You gonna get them in a whole bunch of foolishness for some ice that don't belong to you, brother. That don't belong to you. You know what I'm saying? If dudes can't get up in here, they want to go off a wreck or they want to lollygag around, lay up in their cell, go do this, go do that, and then run over there to get some ice when they know it's only a limited amount of ice, that's on them, bro. But if you want to make it your problem, go right ahead. I'm letting you know what I'm going to do. If I come down there and the ice in your cell or the ice in Preem's cell, it don't make me no difference. I'm coming to get some. You see what I'm saying? It's just that simple. You know what I'm saying? Period. So, that's what I told him. Think what he did, he ended up going to tell his big homie, and his big homie that was a shot caller on there for all the GDs, knew me, told him, you know, straightened up, told him basically what I told him. Man, you better leave that cooler out there, man. What you tripping? You know what I'm saying, man? You ain't gonna get us in no foolishness about no cooler, man. That ain't your problem, man. We don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So that was the end of that. But that's just how easy things can get tricked up in the penitentiary and turn into something big. Dudes who got their heads split over stuff like that. Dudes who got their Bethlehem put in them over stuff like that. Trying to control something that don't belong to you. That's state stuff. That's what the police to do. You see what I'm saying? And then once the police find out y'all doing all this over ICE, then they gonna start regulating the ICE because they gonna feel like we can't handle our own problems ourselves. They put it in there knowing it's a problem. They know it ain't enough ICE. You see what I'm saying? And now you gonna make them give it to us even less than they do, or either come out there and try to monitor. And sure enough, a couple of months, that's what they started doing. They started monitoring ICE and making sure if they see you going up there with a bag or you go up there with more than a cup, then they was writing your charge. It was crazy, man, but those are prison politics. Those are the things that go on inside of prison that you can't get around, that you can't avoid, because it's just the lifestyle that we lead, man. And I'm telling you, brother, the best way and the only way to avoid all of that is stay yourself out of prison. Ain't nothing good in there.
The Banky special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man. My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.